welcome back. Today we're going to go through how to make sure you can keep your fat loss results. Okay, how you can sustain them, how you can maintain them after you've achieved them for the long term, for the rest of your life. Don't forget, if you do enjoy the video, please drop a like, comment, and please do subscribe. If you find yourself in this constant cycle of dropping body weight, dropping body fat, being happy with the results, but then finding yourself going back to regaining that weight, regaining that body fat, and you find yourself in this like yo-yo like cycle, so I'm going to show you how to, once you've got those results that you're after, keep them. Now this comes down to one very important step that a lot of people miss. That one step is what I like to call transitioning out. Okay, so once you've got your fat loss results, okay, once you've achieved that, once you've got where you want to be, transitioning out of that to a point where you can then sustain it and maintain those results is so important. But a lot of people miss out this part. They miss out the transitioning, okay? And what a lot of people end up doing is just reverting back to old habits, back to previous ways, and that often results in a regain of weight or regression of the results that they've achieved, okay? What I'm going to walk you through now in an example is how we can transition out of this state of results that allows us to then maintain them. Okay, so one thing we need to make sure we understand is that when we're trying to achieve something, obviously our actions have to be specific to that thing that we're trying to achieve. So when we were trying to drop body fat, our actions would be specific to that. We'd be in a deficit. We'd potentially be moving more, eating less. Maybe be tracking more data to make sure we're doing things correctly. When we then want to maintain those results, sustain that, we need to then make sure that our actions are specific to that. Okay, so when we then want to maintain it, what we've done previously, we need to slowly ease out of, but we need to ease out of it into a position that allows us to still have good habits in place, that allows us to maintain the results, rather than missing out the transition stage and just going back to previous results like I spoke about before and seeing that those results regress. So as an example, what you might see as you transition out from this fat loss phase is you might see you slowly increasing calories, slowly decreasing expenditure. What you're trying to find is that balance, that maintenance calories where you can match intake and expenditure to the point where your weight's going to hold long term. It's not going to go up, it's not going to go down, your weight's just going to hold, and therefore you're maintaining your condition and your results. This might also look like relaxing on the tracking side of things. So again, like I've spoken about, when you were in a fat loss phase, you were maybe tracking a lot more data. Maybe you're tracking calories every day, protein every day, maybe you're tracking steps. Now we're transitioning out of this, we probably don't need to do that day to day just to maintain. We can maybe relax on the tracking, maybe just track calories every now and again to make sure we're still in a roundabout way. We can track steps again every now and again. We can just ease off on it, because we can probably start listening to the hunger cues, our bodies, signals, how we're feeling day to day, to easily maintain our current condition and not have to be so reliant on data. Everything we're doing here when we ease out, when we transition out, is being able to learn how to just live day-to-day life while being able to maintain results. If we don't do this part or this step, then we don't have the skills, the tools to maintain our results every day-to-day life. Okay, and that's the issue people have, and that's why people end up regressing the results that they've got. Don't miss out that one step. It's important, that transition out. Like I said, you've got to be specific to what you're trying to achieve, and when you're in a fat loss phase, your actions are going to be different to what they need to be than when you're trying to maintain it. Okay, but when you're trying to maintain it, you're still going to have certain things you want to be able to do, certain actions that are going to help that, and that's going to differ from a fat loss phase, but it's also going to differ from just going straight from a fat loss phase, reverting to old habits. Okay, so don't forget that transition phase, because it's important for maintaining, sustaining results. It's going to break that yo-yo dieting. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you do have any questions, please drop them below in the comments. Please drop a like and a comment, and like I said previously, if you can, please do subscribe. Catch you later.